Hello photographers! Do you take your flash out only at night? Or you leave it at home because it's too heavy? Or you just don't own one because it's too expensive? Yep, that was me, Flash Newbie. After shooting with the Godox TT350F for a few weeks, I came to realize that I should always have a flash handy. Although I understand using a flash for dark interiors, the more I used it, the more useful it became, even outdoors, even in conditions that seemed to be otherwise favorable. But first things first. This is my first review of a flash unit. It's the Godox TT350F, F standing for Fuji. The unit is compatible with several Fuji models, including the X-T2, X-T20, and X-Pro 2. The unit was given to me by Godox. That makes this a sponsored post. It's fairly small and light, tipping the scale at 210 grams. The head rotates down 90 degrees and back slightly, and it swivels through 270 degrees, so it works for both landscape and portrait orientation. There's a wide panel and a catchlight panel, and the kit includes a diffuser hood. It's powered by two AA batteries. There's a USB port inside the door for firmware upgrades. If there is an upgrade, I couldn't find it on the Godox site. The case, unfortunately, does not include a belt clip. That would be handy. The unit mounts on the X-T2 hot shoe. A screw locks it in place. Power on and the unit buzzes to life. The LCD screen indicates TTL mode. The mode button can be used to switch to manual or multi-mode. I don't know enough to use manual, and with only one unit, don't need multi. TTL stands for through the lens, which means that the flash integrates with the camera's metering to expose the shot properly. Generally, set the shutter speed to 250. The X indicates it's the flash sync position. Using a higher speed means the shutter may close before the flash fires, resulting in a partly exposed image. I used Auto ISO, and as the X-T2 has no flash white balance setting, I went with Auto White Balance. The unit is ready to flash when the red light is on, and it resets pretty quickly. The flash has a guide number of 36. On a dark street with the lens at 25mm and Kim about 15 meters away, the bare flash just reaches her and illuminates the street. If the image is too bright or dark, press Set and turn the dial to adjust the flash compensation. I'm not sure when you'd use manual, but it is available and the power level can be set. The flash coverage can be adjusted using the zoom control with settings from 16 to 69, the 35mm equivalent of 24 to 105. There's an auto setting. Use the wide panel for coverage out to 14mm. And all of that is functionality you can expect. But sometimes you'll need a flash that can sync faster than 1/250. The TT350 is fully integrated with the X-T2's menu. Mode and flash compensation are shown on screen. For high speed, use Sync to set FP as the sync setting, and then select the shutter speed you need to stop the action up to 1/4000. The icon on the bottom of the flash LCD will indicate high speed is selected. The manual warns that using high speed will shorten the life of the unit, so I turned it off when it wasn't needed. I was uncertain that the flash would keep up with burst shooting, so I started with continuous low at 3 frames. That works fine. Eventually, I got to continuous high at 14 frames, and it keeps on going even when the X-T2 slows when it runs out of buffer. That said, performance does deteriorate when the battery levels are low, and unfortunately, there's no battery meter. And you can't combine the two, high-speed shutter and burst. Only the first image will get a flash. The TT350 powers down when inactive and wakes when the camera is turned on. It's small enough and light enough to leave on the camera all day, which I did. And every time I tried,
taking photos with and without the flash, even in situations where a flash really wasn't needed, I was pleased with the results. I was surprised, actually, at how useful a flash can be and how it can improve so many photos. I worried about the deer caught in the headlight look of a flash pointed directly at Kim, but I wasn't unhappy even with a straight bare flash, and then I tried the TT350 options to soften the light. Turning the flash compensation down helped, as did using the diffuser, which softens the light nicely. I tried bouncing the flash off the ceiling, but found the effect with the diffuser to be more pleasing. I also tried the catch light card along with a bounce in order to get that little gleam in Kim's eye. It's subtle, and you have to be fairly close. The TT350 comes with a stand for off-camera use, although I'd asked Godox to send the transmitter, that wasn't included. The unit isn't weather sealed, and while some flashes include an LED for video use, not here.
As high ISO capabilities and better stabilization improve our capabilities of shooting in low light, I was beginning to think that maybe a flash isn't all that necessary. But I failed to understand the capabilities of modern flash units and how useful a flash can be in all kinds of lighting situations. And combine that knowledge with this small and inexpensive Godox flash unit that's nicely integrated with my Fuji X-T2, and I've become a better photographer. Thanks for watching. Comments and questions below, and I certainly wouldn't mind if you liked or subscribed.